Y'all know me, I'm still finalizing my plans for Elfton, which is it a lot like the North Pole? It probably has Christmas lights. Are the streets going to be wide like that? No, it's not for driving. Like I said, there's definitely going to be rose quartz.
The Illuminati plan to make sure he's too stoned to make a good video is successful until this moment.
I think we can all agree that Washington D.C. really sucks. Oh, you can go to the White House. Oh, I've been working on my plans for Elfton, and clearly I have a lot more stuff there than before. Here we have an ice skating rink at the entrance to Elfton that says "Welcome to Elfton," and there's a bridge going over the ice skating rink, and clearly there's a lot of rose quartz there. So we're not exactly sure what it's going to look like around the ice skating rink, but the ice skating rink doesn't have to be super deep because I don't think it's like a real lake. I think it's more like just a place to we can even fill up mainly right before it freezes. But I don't really want walls. I don't really see it as like a hockey rink. I see it more as like a ice skating place. But there does need to be a bridge going over the ice skating rink so that you can kiss underneath the bridge because it's good luck to kiss underneath the bridge. But you want to come around and talk about how it's fucking good luck to kiss underneath the bridge and shit. Fucking weird shit. Fucking pussy. I just don't want anybody to be mean to me. That's what am I doing? Am I talking about ice skating? So clearly, there's an ice skating rink, and there's a sign that says "Welcome to Elfton," and there's parking for snowmobiles behind the little town, and there's now a rooftop area over the town that overlooks the ice skating rink, and it also overlooks the playground, so you can watch kids play, and there's what's an apartment complex, which it looks like a hotel, but it's an apartment complex. It's very nice apartments because people are gonna live there that are doing whatever they do. So behind there's this road, but that's not a paved road. That's a dirt road because you don't want it to be ugly looking. And then there's a playground, and the playground's got to be really nice. And there's a stage for music, and there's a pagoda with picnic tables, and who knows exactly what that area looks like. It's just kind of a general idea right now. I'm all about having cool kids play area because once you start realizing how many kids could be over there, you realize that place could be really busy, especially during the summer. But during the winter, they'll probably, I don't know what they'll do. They'll go play they'll still play out there. Clearly now that there's this hotel area, there's a back path which leads to the hiking trails, which I do see the hiking trails as an opportunity for me to build the trails that I've always dreamt of. There's some places where they really pull off the engineering on the hiking trails, for river sections and you can do some pretty cool things out there. So I don't know exactly what the plan is for the hiking trails because everything is kind of going to be built around the terrain, and that's the thing about trying to design a park without seeing the terrain. You can't do that. But you can have a kissing bridge where there's ice skating because it is it's not the North Pole, it's Elfton, but if it's pretty much the North Pole, it's got to have ice skating. And it has to have Christmas lights, and it has to have magical crystals. So there can be doors that are elf size, and then there are doors that are regular size, and so you can have elf entrances, but do we discriminate against elves at the North Pole? No, clearly you can use the full size entrance if you're an elf. So this underground area, I still haven't figured it out, but I do think that it should have a movie theater for sure because there are that many of us probably, and there are enough of us no matter what. If there's 4 girls in me, which would be 2 Megs plus 2 Tatiana Vicarinas, 2 Rainbow Satanicas, which it wouldn't be 2 Megs. It could be. I don't even know at this point. I know Meg's too smart, and I know that they probably like that she's lesbian. The real question at this point is where does everyone work? And I think the answer is probably on the other side of the town, because there's that side of town, and then there's this area which has a drawing of what the underground area, which has like a pulley system for delivering food, and like it has like little bikes so you can like ride your bike to town if it's like that far. But I don't think it's gonna be that far. But I don't know how big the town is. I still haven't figured out everything. The U.S. government moved the Space Force to Alabama. And if you know anything about Alabama, like you might not actually want to live there if you're someone like me, because people sometimes say racist stuff to you and you're like, what? You might want to live somewhere with like the craziest hiking trail that no one even gets to go down. Like you're like in a secure, you're like in a very safe place, and then like, and you're like always walking down this crazy river path, and you get a lot of exercise, and then like people do stuff together. Like there's like concerts, and like people are always coming to town, and like you're like, wait, like that person just came to the White House. It's not actually the White House, but it's like the better house because the White House sucks. Clearly, like we can have like a bowling alley there, or like even we can have a bowling alley in the like apartment complex. Like I mean, you can do the same White House stuff, which no one even gets access to, like in Elfton, and then like so like you can still have like stuff like that, but like it's like better because the White House kind of sucks. Like if you're in Washington D.C., it's like a bunch of people that really like. I mean, it's reality, and like I think reality is not always the funnest because reality, like someone like showed something about like you sit down to watch a presentation with your friends of your friend, and I think that that's like really normal, and like I think you have to like get used to it because it is okay. Like you have to go, okay, well I might have to I understand having to do that, like a sales presentation, like I sell Tupperware. Well, in Elfton, you don't have to worry about people selling Tupperware, and like you never know, like Kim Jong Un might come to town, and like you're like, is that Kim Jong Un like trying to like sit in the freaking little tiny elf cafe? Like he decided not to sit in the big area because he just decided he can try to sit in the small area because he thought it was funny, and like you're sitting there going like Kim Jong Un's not like, but that would be like a weird kind of situation that like could happen because people do visit the White House, but like it's better if they're visiting Elfton because it's a lot more fun. Like, everyone wants to go there. Part of it's because it's magical. It's like Santa Claus's place. Part of it's because like you just can't believe how crazy this place looks. It's like going to be like a famous like engineering location, which is I think is a lot better way to do the White House like than do the White House. Like I think the White House should be a town, and that's my opinion is like screw the White House. And like I think that like clearly I'm going to be around for a long time. So like even if I mean you can have like all different presidents and stuff like that, and like you don't have to only choose like Meg Myers clones in me or Tatiana clones in I, which Tatiana is Rainbow Satanica. Like you don't have to only choose our clones, but like I mean like it's always nice to have us around. I mean, probably like a lot of the innovations are going to be coming out of Elfton, like a lot of the scientific innovations. Because this is Elfton Village. So there's Elfton Village, which is this, and then there's like Elfton, which is like the town connected to Elfton Village. Because there's always like a town connected to a town, like especially when there's a town that like you can't go to, like you can't even go there. Like I really do think the removable bridge like might end up like we might end up destroying a bridge at some point and then only using the removable bridge, but only after we've moved so much heavy equipment there because like heavy equipment's like requires like certain bridge quality, like bridge strengths. All right, I hope this has been enjoyable for you.